This video provides the basic understanding as how the payroll module in AVEEROS works and interacts with the financial modules. AVEEROS Payroll automates the payroll process by pre-programming tasks to deliver accurate results with just a few clicks. It keeps record of all the components of the salary, including all allowances and deductions, government taxes, subscription fees, and loans. There are a lot of features of the payroll module. It is a web-based software which supports cloud hosting. It is customizable according to the business needs. It can be integrated with all sorts of biometric attendance devices. It allows comprehensive employee data saving, including personal, official, and academic records. It provides image saving and accurate data management and integrity. It is user-friendly and time-saving. It allows multiple branch management. It provides comprehensive user rights management. It manages auto generation of bank and journal vouchers. It's tightly integrated with the financial modules. It provides encrypted salary in database. It allows automatic salary slip creation, and it supports bank transfers. The major advantages of the AVEEROS payroll module are that it helps reduce the employee count required to manage the payroll process. It eliminates manual data entry and maintains the highest level of accuracy. It provides compliance by producing accurate reports required for various government regulatory authorities. Accurate salary generation and payment postings produce accurate financial statements. It helps calculate accurate HR overheads that make it easier for you to take necessary measures to reduce cost of sales and maximize your profits. Timely and accurate payroll also ensures satisfied employees and owners. So now we will be moving to the software screens of the payroll module. So you can see that this is the login screen. I will enter the credentials in order to log in. And once I enter the credentials and press the login button, I will be navigated to the dashboard of the payroll module. So as you can see, this is the dashboard. Over here you can see different graphs and diagrams giving us different kinds of information. So this table shows how many employees are there in the company. So in our case, there are 7 active employees, 0 inactive employees, and out of those 7 active employees, 6 are male and 1 is female. The next diagram shows the department-wise employees. Over here you can see employees according to the different departments. So when you will navigate your cursor on the diagram, it will show you how many employees are there in each department. So in our case, there are 2 employees in the accounts, 1 in the sales, and so on. So you can even change the different departments that you wish to view in this diagram. The next diagram shows you the job type wise employees, how many are permanent and how many are part-time. So in our case, there are 6 part-time and 1 permanent employee. Then the next diagram shows the shift-wise employees, how many are in the morning shift and how many are in the evening shift. Then there's this graph showing the salaries to date, how many salaries have been paid by the company within the last 6 months. So in our case, the diagram is showing the salaries of the last 3 months of March, April, and May. So for example, if we look at the salaries paid in May 2021, we have paid approximately salaries amounting to 550,000. So you can see this in the diagram. Then there are different other diagrams, other menus which you can use to view other kinds of information, such as how many advances have been paid and how many returns have been received against those advances within the last 6 months. Then there are unreviewed salaries, unapproved salaries, and unposted salaries. These are basically tasks that are supposed to be performed by the people using the software. So if there are unreviewed salaries, they will be shown over here, and once they are reviewed, then they are supposed to be approved. So if there are unapproved salaries, they will be showed over here. Once they are approved, then they are supposed to be posted. So over here an example can be seen that there are a few unposted salaries that are that can be seen over here. So these menus basically tell the user the tasks that he is supposed to perform. So as you can see that this diagram is showing that these salaries are to be paid of these employees, and if I click on the name of the employee, I will be navigated to the screen that will show me all the details of that specific employee. All his personal details will be shown over here. So now we will be moving to the salary types screen. So I'll click on the salary types button and I will be navigated to the salary types listing screen. Over here you can see all the salary types created by the company, and these are all the salary types that make up the total salary of the employees. So in order to create a new salary type, I will click on the add button and I will be navigated to the add salary type screen. Over here you will enter the salary type's name, then choose the cumulative type, whether it's an addable or a deductible salary type in the total salary, the debit and credit account that you want to be affected as a result of this salary type. So these debit and credit accounts are basically the ones defined in the accounts and finance module of the software, proving and showing that the modules of the software are tightly integrated with each other. Then you will choose the relevant category of the salary type, then choose whether it's editable on the salary screen or not, and whether it's an additional facility given by the company or not, and whether the leave reduction applies on this salary type or not, whether if there are less number of days that the employee has worked, then whether the salary type will decrease or not, then whether the salary type is contributed by the employer, and last is to set boundaries on this salary type. When I will click on the is calculated button, I will be given two criteria to set the boundaries on this salary type. First boundary will be a minimum percentage boundary, and the second criteria would be a maximum value. So if, for example, I want to say that this salary type should be 1% of the total salary, but should not be more than 1000. Its value should not be more than 1000. So this is how I will execute this criteria. And once I've chosen all the right options, I will click on the create button in order to create the new salary type. And once I'll do that, that salary type will be shown over here. Next, we will go to the employee section of the payroll module. Over here, you can see that we navigated to the employee listing screen. And once you click on the search button, all the already created employees can be seen over here with their name, father name, and all the information entered by the users. And you can also click on the edit button in order to edit the already entered information of different employees, such as you can see over here. And then you can also click on the name of the employee in order to open the employee's information. This is only to view the information. So you can also put on a criteria to search different employees, the criteria of name, mobile, CNIC code, and you can also sort all the results of the employees that you search from here. You can sort them department wise, name wise, CNIC wise, or code wise. And in order to create a new employee, you will click on the add button, and once you click on the add button, you will be navigated to the employee creation screen. Over here you can see that first you have to enter the personal information of the employee, such as his name, his father's name, nationality, date of birth, blood group, CNIC number, domicile district, bank account number, pension fund number, email, EOBI number, his division, and his subdivision, and his location, his sublocation, city and province, and his gender, and the marital status of the employee. And then you click on the office info, and here you will enter the employment date of the employee, and then his employment code, his designation, his department, and who the manager of this employee will be, and his office grade, his office shift, and his job type. And here you can enter his job description, and that description can be formatted by using these options. And once all this data has been filled, then you will click on the contact info. Here you will enter the landline number of the employee, then his mobile numbers, then any emergency contact name that should be contacted in case of an emergency, and that emergency contact names the phone number, his email address, his relation with the employee, and that contact street, and his area, and the city and province of that emergency contact. Then here you can enter and upload the profile picture of the employee by clicking on this upload button, and upload the CNIC identity card numbers front and back side by clicking on the upload images button. And once all this is done, then you will enter the salary info. Here you can see that first you will select the bank from which you're supposed to pay the salary to this employee, and then the number of days against which per day salary will be calculated. So here you can enter either 28 days, 30 or 31 as per the criteria of your company, or you can also choose the days of the month, going on. So over here you can see all the salary types that we created in the salary types menu. Those salary types are shown over here, and all the debit and credit accounts that we entered over there, they can be seen over here. And in this menu you can enter the amounts of all the salary types that this specific employee will be receiving. And once all this data has been entered, then you will click on the benefit info, and we can select any benefit that you want to give to this employee, such as a vehicle, and by entering its description. Once you enter its description, you will click on the add button, and that benefit will be added over here. Then you will enter all the educational information of that employee, including his degree names, the institute names from which he did those degrees, and the board names, his passing out year, and his grade. And if you want to enter any image, upload any image regarding the degree that you uploaded, you can upload it from here by choosing the file. And once all the data has been entered, you can click on the add button, and those will be shown over here. Then you can enter any certificates that this employee has gained throughout his educational tenure, and you can enter the certificate name, any reference, his duration of that certification, and the institute from which he did that certification, and his passing out year, and any relevant image relevant to those certificates, and you can add by clicking on the add button. And last, you can enter any attachments related to this employee, such as his CV or any other relevant attachment, by clicking on the choose file button, and you can upload it from here. And once all the data has been entered, you will click on the create button in order to create the employee, and that employee will be shown over here once you click on the search button. And all the data of all the employees entered over here can also be exported by clicking on the export button, and this will result in the creation of an MS Excel file over here, as you can see. And when I will open this file, I'll show you how it looks. So as you can see over here, all the data that we entered is present over here in this file, as you can see over here. Now we will move to the salary management screen by clicking on the salary management button, and as a result we will be navigated to the employee salary listing screen. Over here, first we can search all the already generated salaries by selecting the month and clicking on the search button, and as a result you can see that these are the salaries that have been already generated. And in order to create and generate new salaries, we will click on the generate salary button and select the month, and as a result you can see that the salaries that can be generated, they can be viewed over here. And all the salary types that were defined in the salary types tab can be viewed over here, as you can see. And the ones that had the option of being edited selected, they can be edited over here like this. But the ones that cannot be edited were the ones for which that option was not chosen. So you can see that I cannot edit it from here. And one more thing is that over here you can see that the working days, when they are changed, the net salary is also changed, and also that salary type for which the option of changing with the number of days, that also changes. So once I've seen and verified all the amounts, I will select the employees for whom I want to generate the salary, and after selecting all of them, I will click on the generate button, and as a result the salary will be generated successfully. Now we will go back in the employee listing screen and select the month for which I just generated the salary, which was basically the 6th month. And when I will click on search, you can see that all those salaries that have been generated can be viewed over here. Now the status of all the salaries is pending. So now what we offer is two level of approvals. The first one is to review and the second one is to approve. So after selecting all of them, the user who has the right to review, he can edit it, and once he's done with the editing, he will review it and click on the mark review button. Once he clicks on this button, he will not be able to edit it. Now the person who has the rights to approve the salary, he will be able to edit the salary, and once he is done with checking all the salaries, he will click on the mark approve button, and as a result he will approve the salaries. Now he also cannot edit the salaries. Now the salaries will be ultimately posted to the general ledger by clicking on the post to GL button, and over here I will select the apply date, which could be any date, and after choosing the date I will click on the post to general ledger or GL button, and as a result you can see that the salaries will be posted successfully to the general ledger. You can also export all the data that you have generated over here into an Excel file, MS Excel file, by clicking on this export button, and also import any other kind of data such as overtime or any other data relevant to the salaries by clicking on the import overtime button. So now we will move to the salary payments screen by clicking on the salary payments button, and over here you can see that we navigated to the salary payments listing screen. Over here we will select the bank from which we have to make the payment and select the month, which in our case is the month of June, and when we will click on the search button, you can see that the salaries that are to be paid can be seen over here. So once again their status is pending, so there is a two level of approvals that can be exercised over here. So one by one, first I will mark it as reviewed. Over here you can see that the status has changed to reviewed, and then again after choosing all of them I will select the mark approve button, and as a result you can see that the status has changed to approved. And once I have done reviewing and approving, ultimately I will click on the post to GL button after selecting all of them in order to post them to the general ledger. So this basically completes our salary generation and payment process. So now we will move to the reports section. So the first report is the all salary type report. Over here you can see that we can select the branches. So because we generated the salary of the head office, therefore we'll select the head office branch, and then we can select as many departments as we want. And if we don't select any department, then the report will contain the data regarding all the departments. And then we will select the month, and then we will click on the search button. It will generate the all salary type report, which you can see right here for the month of May 2021. It has all the departments and all the salary types for the month of May 2021. Then the next report is the single salary type report. Again we will select the branch and the departments, and a single salary type can be chosen, which in our case could be, for example, basic salary, and we will select the month, and we will click on the search button. As a result we will see the summary type of the basic salary for the month of 2021, May 2021. And then another report we have is the salary contribution report. Basically this is the employee and the employer contribution report for the provident fund, for example. And when I will click on the search button, you can view the provident fund employee and employer contribution summary for the month of May 2021. One last report that we will see over here is the employee salary report, where we will choose the company name and the branches and the departments and the report type, which in our case could be salary payable. And after selecting the month we will click on the search button, and as a result you can see that the salary payable summary report has been generated. So now let's have a quick overview of the admin part of the payroll module software. So we will log in from the credentials of the admin personnel, and as a result you can see that we will be navigated to the admin dashboard of the software. So these are the few options to select from the navigation bar. The first one is logs. This menu will basically show you the login and log out date and times and their emails of the people who have used this software and their IP addresses. And then the next is the branches. From here you can set up the branches of your business. In our case we've set up 4 branches. Then the next is roles. Over here you can define the roles, and these are the different roles that exist. Plus all these roles will be given the rights to use the software and either add, edit, delete, view, post, approve, configure, or review different features of the softwares. And after giving the rights we will give them different names, and once these are completed different users will be given different roles in order to give them specified rights to different features. And then the next is users. Over here these are the users who will be using this software, and these users can be created by clicking on the create user button, by entering all their data over here, including their email, password, their role and branch, and then we will click on the register button. Then over here, after clicking the banks button, we can see that you can create the banks of the business. These are the already created banks by clicking on the search button, and by clicking on the add button you can create a new bank by entering its bank name, branch location, account title, account number, phone number, GL account, etc., and then clicking on the create button. Then the next option is to create the fiscals. These are basically the fiscal years of the business. So these are the already created fiscal years, and you can create a new fiscal year by clicking on the add button, by giving a name to the year and from and to date of the entire year, and ultimately clicking on the create button. And finally this is the perks button. When I will click on the perks button you can see that it will navigate us to the benefits listing screen. Over here these are all the benefits that we have already created, such as vehicle, mobile, etc. These are the benefits given to the employees in the employee creation screen, and a new benefit can be added by clicking on the add button, by giving the name of the benefit and the description of the benefit, and ultimately clicking on the create button. So this completes our payroll process. I hope this demo was beneficial and informative for you. If you have any questions or queries regarding the payroll module, you can contact us. Thank you and have a good day.